Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Jay Cartere from growonyoutube.com, teaching you how to be better. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing 6 tips that will teach you how to get better in Rainbow Six Siege. So stick around.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long.
Okay, up first tip is turn off vibration. Vibration is going to cause a bunch of problems for you, especially if you're not very familiar with Rainbow Six Siege, as the vibration can really add to that panic factor when you're getting shot at. As you know, having your pad vibrate out of nowhere is prone to cause you to be less accurate and to get less kills. So definitely turn off that vibration so that that does not affect you negatively, and you can be much more precise when you are shooting at someone and aiming at someone and trying to get those kills. So turn off vibration and let's get it popping. Second tip is to practice on one sensitivity. Now, a lot of people, when they first start playing Rainbow Six or any first-person shooter, they try to find a sensitivity that is right for them, and that is perfectly fine. You should be looking for a sensitivity that is right for you, but you need to use that sensitivity for an extended period of time to allow yourself to build up muscle memory using that sensitivity. If you're switching from one sensitivity to another sensitivity or another percentage or anything like that, then you won't be able to build up muscle memory, and every time you change, you are going to be playing like a noob. So focus on one sensitivity and use that for an extended period of time. Try and play with that sensitivity as much as you can before you give up and you're like, okay, this sensitivity is not working for me. I've got to move it either up or down. And then when you do that, try and play again for an extended period of time. I would say at least play for a day or two. Really, I'd say play for a week if you really want to give it the best chance. But of course, some of you aren't gonna, you're not gonna hold it out for a week. So definitely try and play for a day or two. Do not play for one game and be like, oh, this sensitivity isn't for me, let me switch it up, because then each game you change it, you're just going to be playing terrible. So be sure to practice on one sensitivity. Tip number 3 is take it slow. Rainbow Six Siege is not a fast-paced action shooter. It is a slow, methodical, tactical shooter that has a lot of tension, and I love the tension in Rainbow Six Siege. That is probably why it's one of my favorite games. But you need to take it slow and be strategic with your approach. I will give you a few tips right about now in terms of being strategic and how to take it slow. First of all, instead of attacking straight towards the objective, for example, if the objective is on the second floor, instead of going straight to the second floor and trying to attack the objective where all the resistance is going to be, or the majority of the resistance from the enemy team is going to be, a better strategy would be to go from above or below that floor, either the third floor or the first floor, try and take out the enemy roamers, and then try and slowly take out as many people as you can without them knowing where you are, and then converge on the objective point. And if you're on defense, then going either upstairs or downstairs will allow you to pick off some unexpected kills and take out some people who don't expect you to be there. Also, in terms of taking it slow, you really want to utilize that crouch. Now, there are some situations where you will need to be a bit quicker and you will be limited on time, so you may need to run or get to a specific place very quickly, but generally you want to be crouching, and if you have to run, maybe don't hit that sprint button, because if you do sprint and you're moving around very fast, then people will hear you, and that will allow them to get the drop on you. That will allow them to kill you and get an easy kill before you even come around the corner. They'll know exactly where you're coming from, and they'll be able to just aim on where you're coming from and likely win that gunfight. So definitely take it slow and be strategic. Tip number 4 is to use your drone. Now, you are not disposable. As soon as you die, that is the end of the round for you. Of course, after that, you can be giving out call outs to your teammates, you can watch the cameras, but you won't be able to make a big impact in terms of physically being there and shooting people in that round. So instead, you want to use your drone to look in on rooms that you're planning to go into and to investigate up ahead before you actually go in there with your operator, so that you don't walk into a situation where you're just murdered out of nowhere and you're not able to continue adding to your team, at least in the scoreboard sense of shooting people. So definitely drone out areas before you go in there. If you've got teammates with you, ask them to drone out areas. You don't always have to be the one to drone out areas. And if you are going to use your drone, make sure you're in a safe space. Do not just use your drone out in the open, because you are extremely vulnerable when you do that. So use your drone and try and stay safe while using it. Don't spend too much time on your drone, because that can allow you to be really easily killed. The 5th tip I've got for you guys is to team up with good people. And I know this may be very difficult if none of your friends have the game and you're just going into it to play solo, but there are so many communities that you can get involved with. You can go on Reddit, you can go on Discord, you can go on YouTube and talk with other people who are playing the game. I would suggest joining my Discord. The link is in the description. We've got a bunch of Rainbow Six Siege players in there, and it's quite organized. You can find people to team up with and squad up with, and you can also play with me if that's something you want to do. But teaming up with good people will really help you become better at Rainbow Six Siege, because those people will be able to teach you what you're doing wrong or what to do instead, and you'll be able to learn from what they're doing right so that you can add it to your own gameplay and become better. The 6th tip that I've got for you, and this is a big, very important tip, is to use your headphones. If you're not using headphones in this game, you are at a severe disadvantage. The sound in this game is so important, especially since you've only got one life, so you really need to be paying attention to all the information you have to make sure that you stay alive for as long as possible and try and avoid those easy deaths. And using your headphones is a really good way to pick up on where enemies are coming from, where they may be, and where you should be looking. So definitely get a pair of headphones. Even if you don't have Turtle Beaches or, you know, some great headphones or some gaming headphones, you can connect any old headphones to either your PlayStation controller, although I wouldn't suggest that, because you connecting any old headphones with that, if they don't have a voice mechanism or you're not able to speak through that, then you won't be able to communicate. I would suggest putting those headphones directly into the TV, and there is an option in the settings where you can make all the sound that's coming through the game to come through your headphones. And if you need a tutorial on that, let me know and I'll do that. But make sure that you're doing that and you've got headphones and you're listening to footsteps, you're listening to sounds, and you know where people are coming from. Listening is so important in this game, and it will allow you to avoid easy deaths and create some easy kill opportunities. So definitely use those headphones. Now, I hope this video helped you out. For more tips on how to get better at Rainbow Six Siege, check out my Rainbow Six Siege tips playlist and subscribe. Be sure to join my Discord channel where you can play games with me, find other people to squad up in Rainbow Six with, and more. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching and liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.